Demonstrations that died down this afternoon have now swelled again in downtown Los Angeles at this hour, where as many as 1,000 people are gathered near Olvera Street to protest the Trump administration's announcement today that it wants to phase out the DACA program over the next 6 months. The DACA program is the mechanism that helps protect some undocumented people who came to the United States as children from deportation. KCRW's Jenny Hamill has been covering the story for us throughout the day, and she joins us now from La Plaza in downtown L.A. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Steve.
So how are DACA recipients here in L.A. responding to this? What are you seeing right now?
Well, I have spoken to many DACA recipients throughout the day and a couple here at this rally, which again is really big. It's been impressive how many community members, people who got off of work and wanted to show their support, calling themselves allies, ended up at this event right now. But one DACA recipient that I spoke to, his name is Jose. He only wanted to give me his first name. He's 22. Now, he told me when he was 19, he got his work permit on his birthday and said it was literally the best gift he'd ever gotten because for the first time he felt legitimized in a country he was raised in, felt like was home, but had always been told he was, essentially second class. Well, I just met up with him at this rally. He's been protesting throughout the day, and I asked him how he was feeling, and he said, like, all the other dreamers who heard Attorney General Jeff Sessions this morning, it's a little heartbreaking. He said he was extremely disappointed, and he felt very isolated. But he said, I feel good being here, just if I can scream a little bit. So today for him, Jose, he said this was a bit of catharsis for him, but he wants to organize, he wants to fight back in any way that he can.
Now, Jenny, I know LA's elected officials are weighing in as well. What has their response been, and how do they say they'll protect the city's DACA recipients?
Well, yeah, there was a rally earlier today at the county supervisor's building, and it was a mixed pot. Mayor Eric Garcetti was there, and a couple of the county supervisors were there. And at least from that press rally, they were showing a unified front, outraged over the Trump administration's decision to rescind DACA, the fact that Attorney General Jeff Sessions was the one to deliver that message in what they thought was a very mean-spirited way. They assured DACA recipients and all immigrants in Los Angeles that LA is a community that protects their people that come from different countries, whether they're undocumented or not. And in fact, they did author up a motion that would ask their Office of Immigrant Affairs to look for any sort of legal options that the county can take to protect the some 100,000 DACA recipients that are in the county right now. The biggest proportion of DACA recipients in the country is here in LA.
Let's hear from County Supervisor Hilda Solis.
My stomach was churning when I heard the voice of Jeff Sessions. How hateful, how hurtful, how ill-conceived, how mean-spirited.
Now, Jenny Hamill, you also spoke with people who support the administration's decision today. What did they have to say? How did they defend this decision?
Right. So earlier today, I was at the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights of Los Angeles. They held a rally in front of the federal building, and there was a group of about 5 individuals across the street with megaphones, and a couple had Make America Great hats on. And they essentially were saying that this was long overdue, that whether it's 11 million undocumented or 800,000, they believe that these people have no legal status in this country. They believe that Obama was totally guilty of executive overreach by enacting DACA through executive order. And they said if this is going to be something that is enacted, it has to be done through congressional action and legislation. But again, they were celebrating the move today. I spoke to a man from Ontario, John Willis. Here's what he had to say.
I'm not one of these guys send them back, okay? But there's one set of laws. I don't know why we have 2 sets of laws that gives them a different path than myself. And I'm a little perturbed about the taxation that I incur from this mess.
All right, 2 points of view, obviously, and a lot of people around you. KCRW's Jenny Hamill joining us from La Plaza at Olvera Street in downtown Los Angeles. Jenny, thanks for your time.
All right, thanks, Steve.